Welcome back, everybody. I'm back today with your updates on the EIDL, the grants, and the loans. I want to update you guys on the $2 million loan caps and what it means if you have multiple businesses. I'm also going to touch on P1 and P2 status because there's some new legislation out there that we need to talk about, and it could affect Priorities 1 and Priorities 2. And finally, we're going to talk about where you can get some help if you're stuck in your tax delays with the SBA and the IRS, and how to avoid delays. That's what we do on this channel here. So share this video with every person you know inside the EIDL program, whether they're in the grant or the loan program. There's a lot of great information contained inside, so let's get you guys all caught up. Welcome back, everybody. I'm back with that EIDL lineup on Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 and what new legislation can possibly mean to us. We're also going to touch on the new applicants and finally close out with a $2 million cap update and what it means if you have multiple businesses. And by the way, if you have not met me, my name is Edward Bilder. I'm a financial educator and I teach people how to fill their pockets incredibly full. I mean, your pockets are going to bust. They're going to be so full, okay? And coming up tomorrow will be my 1-year anniversary here on YouTube. June 19th, I started this channel with an EIDL update. Later went a little bit viral with my PPP updates, but man, what a year it's been. I thank you to all the viewers who tune in regularly, daily to get their updates. You guys are amazing. This wouldn't be possible without you. And to celebrate my 1-year anniversary, I am keeping my crash course on sale until tonight, Friday at midnight. My crash course on Airbnb found in the description, where you can take a $50 bill, get into the real estate game. You don't have to own the real estate. Start cash flowing in 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. It's never been easier right now to do it because it's the vacation season. Super easy to turn on that new revenue stream and really start to benefit from that cash flowing extremely quickly, okay? And if you want to repeat the process and scale it up, you just repeat the process and keep doing it over and over again and scale it up to $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 each and every month, however far you're willing to take it, okay? Find that crash course on sale until midnight tonight in the description right now. And join me tomorrow for my 1-year anniversary. You guys are all amazing. And I want to start out with a general announcement on the scammers that are inside the comments right now, okay? These scammers, they basically copy my picture and my name and try and ask you to meet them on Instagram, WhatsApp. They give you phone numbers. They are scam. Do not fall for it, okay? I do my best to block them. I delete them as much as possible. I report them as much as possible, but they just make a new account and show up the very next hour, okay? The very next hour, they just resurface and keep plugging away. They do this to all the big channels, all the EIDL and PPP channels that are out there, trying to convince you to go pay them for some service that they will never be able to help you with, okay? So don't fall for that trick. I do message my viewers back in the comments, but I'm verified. You'll see a check mark next to my name. That's how you'll know that you're talking to me, okay? All right, I wanted to get into the Priority 1 and Priority 2 statuses out there. Everybody waiting on their targeted advance grants, okay? The SBA, this is interesting. The SBA released a press release to encourage new applicants and Priority 1 and Priority 2 applicants to go out there and apply for the targeted advance grant, okay? In that very same press release, they have indicated that 1.6 million individuals, small businesses, applied for the targeted advance grant, and they have only processed approximately 180,000 of these for the tune of about $1 billion. There's still $29 billion sitting out there of the 1.6 million that applied, and they're encouraging you to go out there and apply for this. I really think they need to get through that 1.6 million, and I say this a lot, you know, finish Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 before you move on. If you clearly have 1.6 million sitting out there in the queue and you have not processed any more than 180,000 of them, I think it's time to step up your efforts, okay? Right now, last week's average came in at 4,400 were processed each day. I'm going to track that this week. I want to see if that moves up or down. I have a feeling it's going to move down because I think the new applicants that were turned on last week were part of that new wave. All of their information was already submitted with the SBA, and it was just a matter of approving them, okay? Now, I am receiving a lot of messages from all of the members who joined me. I sent a list of approximately 9,000 viewers here to the channel who messaged me on Instagram and right here on the channel to our favorite congressmen and women, telling them that these 9,000 have been forgotten about for their Priorities 1, Priorities 2, targeted advance grants from the SBA. And I thank you to everybody who's responding to me today, telling me that you have finally been processed for your loan, for your targeted advance grant that you've been waiting since February, okay? So if you're hearing this for the first time and you were approved in last week's wave, that approximately 22,000 were approved last week. If you were approved last week, let me know in the comments so I can update my list. And if you're new to the list, let me know in the comments so I can update the list as well. All right. I wish you guys all the best here. I'm also getting a lot of messages around the bank returns process. So leave me a message in the comments if you're also still stuck in the bank returns process. That means your ACH transfer was rejected by an app bank similar to like Chime Bank, and it was sent back to the SBA. It's stuck in limbo right now. So let me know if you went through the bank return process, if you've been advanced in that process, or if you're still stuck in limbo. I'm generating a brand new list of all those applicants as well so that we can make sure that they are not forgotten about either. Okay, I want to shift over and I want to talk about new legislation here just for a moment because the infrastructure bill is on the horizon. And this could get pushed through the reconciliation process rather easily without having to have any Republican bipartisan support. This could just be passed through the Democrats, through the Dems, and get this done. And so right now, with the SBA encouraging new applicants to go out and apply for P1 and P2 and suggesting that they don't really have a lot of applicants to really exhaust all that $29 billion, this points towards the possibility that Congress may see that money sitting out there and they may say, let's just remove the low income requirements, strike it out of the law, and open it up to just the two requirements of 300 and fewer at a 30% reduction in gross receipts, or of course, the 10 or fewer employees at a 50% reduction in gross receipts. I mean, if they do that, I would almost believe that they could exhaust the funds rather quickly because I'm believing they need about $65 billion total to cover everybody inside the entire EIDL program. But if you get into that targeted zone closer to 300 or fewer employees, I think $29 billion is going to go rather quickly, okay? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments if you support this, removing the low income requirements or not. And as a reminder, new applicants can go out today. If you guys are seeking the grant money and you're found in a low income community, 300 or fewer employees, had a 30% reduction or a 50% or greater reduction in gross receipts from 2020 when compared 8 weeks to 2019, you qualify for up to $15,000 right now of free money. It's free grant money through the EIDL program, okay? You can simply go out, apply for the loan on the SBA.gov website. You must apply for the loan, but you can be denied for it and still receive your $15,000. Or you don't have to take the loan at all, and you can still receive your $15,000 grant, okay? So get out there today. If you're seeking grant funding, get out there today and apply through the new applicant process. If you are in a low-income community found on the map, 300 or fewer employees, 30% reduction in gross receipts, or 10 or fewer employees, 50% reduction in gross receipts for the additional $5,000. Go get that done today through the steps in the description. Okay, let's shift over to some announcements on the loan increases. I'm hearing two new great pieces of information. One of which, if you're out there operating multiple businesses and you're filing all those taxes under you may have numerous different LLCs, numerous different Schedule C filings, but they all roll up under your name. You are capped at $2 million. So if you had, let's say, 5 businesses all qualifying for $500,000, one of those businesses would be left out because you are capped at $2 million. Now, I'm really hesitant to see how this is going to work. If they do, in fact, increase to the $2 million loan cap increase, because what's going to happen if you have multiple businesses out there that you technically qualify for upwards of $10 million, are they still going to cap you at $2 million? That's going to be interesting to see that unravel, okay? Now, I want to touch on the taxes out there. If you guys are stuck in a tax scenario where you've gone and amended your taxes for your 2019s and you had that dollar or that $0 sitting out there, I'm finding out that there are local tax advocacy groups out there that work directly with the IRS to advance you in the IRS process so they can advance you in the SBA process. You could find these local groups. They are part of your local congressmen and women's organizations. Simply find your congressmen or women online, check their sites, and see if they also have a group to support this. Many of which are setting up teams right now inside their headquarters to force the hand of the SBA and the IRS to act more swiftly in getting these things processed before these small businesses lose their last lifeline and end up closing their businesses, okay? If you're finding yourself right now getting a denial, don't think it's the end of the road here. You could always go through the reconsideration process. Let me know in the comments what your denial is. I'm hearing more and more denials right now for unverifiable information and a lot more withdrawals for timeliness. So let me know in the comments what your denial reason was. we're going to build some videos here in the near future on how to overturn these through the reconsideration process, okay? So let me know what you're experiencing so that I could put those videos together. And let me know what types of businesses you guys are out there running. I'd love to hear a piece of your life as well. And if you want to join me and my forces and partner with me on my B&Bs, you could always message me in the comments or find me on Instagram. I'm always looking for new partners in my B&Bs. Don't forget, if you want to do it on your own, you could grab my crash course on sale right now until midnight tonight. Get it at a steal. Get into the real estate game. You don't have to own it. And you can start cash flowing through Airbnb within 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. It's an awesome program. Find it right now in the description. You can check out a video at the end of this video how I make $2,645 each day on Airbnb doing these simple processes that I teach in my course, all right? Before you leave today, don't forget to grab your free stuff. There's a whole free stuff section where you can get free stocks, free crypto, free sign-on bonuses through Webull, BlockFi, M1 Finance, and Robinhood. And you could also learn in another video at the end of this video how I taught my brother how to take those 4 platforms, click a few buttons through Facebook, and earn himself $3,000 each month. So simple to do. It's free stocks, free money. You just click buttons and $3,000, okay? Check out that video at the end of this video. I wish you guys all the best. If you need further assistance outside my free content found right here on YouTube, you can find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. Click the link, set up a phone call with me. I'm going to talk to you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.